Hey there guys, Josh back to more Let's Play Pokemon Red. In the last episode, we got through Lavender Town. Yeah, okay. We got through Rock Tunnel and we got through Lavender Town. It's been a minute. Jeez Louise. We got through Rock Tunnel, we got through Lavender Town, because I remember the name now, and we got to Celadon City. And we also got an Eevee for our team, which I immediately evolved into Jolteon and taught Thunderbolt. So now we have Speedy Boy on our team. So now we have a full team of 6, but we still got an evolution left to go. I think it's just Lizard that needs to evolve. But this episode, we're going to go to the 4th gym, which is the Grass Gym. Now with this gym, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gym trainers. So I'm just speeding past this because it took 10 minutes to get through all the trainers. And I'll be danged if I just have you sit through 10 minutes straight of just battles. So instead of 10 minutes, I think I knocked it down to 5. And so this is not too bad because I don't care, can easily take care of them with, easily take care of these guys with Peck because it's grass type. So fire is weak against it, fire is strong against it, flying is strong against it. I think ice is strong against it, but is there even ice types in this game? I think it's just Dugong and Lapras that's ice type. Maybe Dugong. I don't know. Oh, Jinx. Okay, so basically at this point there's no way to get out an ice type unless you trade from somebody who has an ice type. What else works? Poison works in grass, except a lot of these Pokemon are grass poison. And the only pure grass Pokemon is Tangela. Or Tangela. So that, won't work as well. Like Bellsprout, grass and poison. And I just keep saying I don't care, only because I couldn't tell you why. I think at this point Lizard was already higher than I don't care. And it's just, these battles aren't too hard. That's why I sped past. I already got 3 done in, what, was it a minute? This one has a Bulbasaur, which is really cool, because that means there's more than just 1 in existence. And there's an Ivysaur, that means there was at least 2 or 3, because the one Professor Oak has. Unless Oak gave it to her. It's possible. You want to make sure you have a Pokemon that knows Cut. So I got Ducks out in place of 420 because I'm going to say she isn't going to be doing very good in this gym because grass against grass isn't very strong. But don't worry. She should have her time to shine at some point. I'm just going to say she because I always associate like Oddish, Gloom, and Vileplume with a girl. I just do. I don't know. So sorry, there's not too much going on. It's just a crap load of battles. But see, I got Lizard using Ember, and it's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be like, oh, it's so strong. But I gotta remember, Ember isn't a strong move in the first place. I think its base power is 40. It's like just a little bit more than No, it's about as much as Scratch. And a little more than Tackle. So it's not strong that much in general. So once Lizard evolves and eventually learns Flamethrower, then it'll be really strong. But in this part and next part, don't worry, this weekend's going to be good because we make a lot of progress. We get through a good 25% of this game in the next 2 parts because of how much we traverse. It's crazy. Oh, well, that was my phone. My bad. It was a Steam. Ooh, I guess BioShock Infinite is on the Steam sale. It is $7.50. Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year's 5. Arkham City Game of the Year's 5. Arkham Knights 5. Arkham Origins is 5. Nice. Now let's mute my phone. This is not sponsored by Steam in any way, shape, or form, or by 2K, or by Rocksteady. Execute. So the sprite here kind of looks weird because it has 6 eggs, but the one in the center, they're all supposed to be the same size, but the one in the center looks really, really big. It just keeps using Reflect, and Reflect, the only thing Reflect does is raises the defense for your entire team. And now that we got through all the gym trainers, I went to go and heal, and now we're back. I love cutting out all the healing. And we got the 4th gym leader, Erica, who doesn't like fighting. But she's the gym leader, so it is what it is. I like the gym leader music. We got Victory Bell, who's the evolved form of Weepin' Bell. Let's see. Let me look up the movesets real quick. Frick. Alright, let's see. That is not at all what I wanted to look up. No, not the manga. Oh, that's cool. The manga looks pretty nifty. I might want to read that at some point. But no, that's not what I wanted to look up. Come on, I am trying to inform my viewers before Victory Bell goes down. Victory Bell is down, no. Let's see, that Victory Bell, level 29 Grass Poison, knows Wrap, Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, and Razor Leaf. And we have Tangela, level 24, just pure Grass type, with just Bind and Constrict. If it uses Bind, you can't attack for nothing. Can't attack for beans. Constrict is a little stronger than Bind, but it doesn't have the you can't attack part of it, so that's always kind of sucky. So it's like, what are you gonna do? And then it's Lizard Grill 31, couldn't tell because it has poison. And then Vile Plume is the last one, level 29 Grass Poison, with the moves Poison Powder, Mega Drain, Sleep Powder, and Petal Dance. Petal Dance is very strong. I think it's about as strong as Nidoking's Thrash, 120 base power. But against I Don't Care, I don't think it'll. I think it only does like a quarter, not even a quarter. It's because I'm flying type, and it's not very effective, so it does half damage. But there we go. We defeated the 4th gym leader, Erica, and because we now beat her, we get the Rainbow Badge, and we're able to use HM04 Strength outside of battle. It says in battle, but you can use it in battle regardless. And that's that. That was an easy gym. As long as you have a flying or a fire type, you should be good. But because Lizard has poison, we're gonna keep getting that. But I went off and healed, and now what we're doing is, because we beat the 4th gym, we need to go take out the Team Rocket hideout. Now we were already in here, the game corner. Oh, I love the music in here. But we gotta talk to this Team Rocket grunt who's guarding this poster for some freaking reason. Okay. I mean, I don't guard my posters at home, but it is what it is. We got Rocket wants to fight. So it's Raticate. Remember, Raticate is pretty strong, but level 20 shouldn't be too bad. If it gets off like a Hyper Fang or a Super Fang, it's pretty strong. But I got King's Thrash. Why did I name it King? Because I was not very creative. I don't nickname my Pokemon. I'm only doing it for the Let's Play. I mean, from now on, I might not at all because it's just not how I play. Other people let's nickname their Pokemon, and I don't think it's a rule that you should, so you can get more attached to your Pokemon. Because of the way my mind is set up, I don't really get attached to my Pokemon. Even if I try to force it or fake it, it just doesn't work that way. I don't play games for that kind of thing, so I'm only doing it for this Let's Play. And I don't, it is what it is. So, there's a nice seamless cut here, I doubt you guys could find it, where I actually battled every single trainer in the Team Rocket hideout before I started this up recording. And I only left the items and the required trainers, so that's why I'm skipping past all these trainers, because I've already fought them. You guys, I'm not going to have you guys sit through more and more and more battles. Red is one of the worst games with that. As the other Pokemon games progress, there's a lot of battles, but they're not nearly as many as this game. Other games aren't nearly as bad. TM10, I want to say that's Rage? Double Edge. Oh, Double Edge is real strong. In fact, I think I'm going to teach it to King. With Double Edge, it's a 120 power move. But it does 120, I think. But it inflicts recoil damage. So I think it's a little. I think Thrash does 90, and Double Edge is 120. So if you want something to hit hard and just knock them out, Double Edge is your guy. I would teach it to something that has really strong physical attack, more than like a Kadabra could probably learn it, but it probably wouldn't be the best. Probably wouldn't be the best idea. Now this right here, I'm also fast forward because in the original Red and Blue, you move so slowly. It's crazy. In the remakes, Red and Blue, I'm sorry, Fire Red and Leaf Green, they make the speed go a lot faster. So when I'm tile turning like that, I fast forward that. I have to. It is so freaking crazy how slow it is. What did I get? An HP up. I think I give it to Speedy Boy? No? Yes, I do. Okay. So it's health rose. And I actually check and see how much, and it raised it by 2 points. So whenever I get those vitamins, I always give them to my Pokemon. They're not a competitive team in any sense of the word, so I don't mind. I don't mind them taking vitamins. I'm not EV or IV training in any way. I don't think even EVs were a thing, or IVs. I don't know. But we have this guy right here who is indeed required. He has a coughing. We're summoning out our Flash Frenzy Bubble Beam with Upset Derp to take out his coughing, because coughing has really good physical defense, but not so good special. That's what's called special. It's not special defense or special attack, it's just special. But I'm going to say special defense anyway, because that's just how it is. So we beat him. Awesome. Now he's required to beat. Why? He has the lift key. But to actually get the lift key after you beat him, you have to talk to him again. Oh no, I dropped the lift key! And he drops the lift key. If you battle him and then just walk away, nothing will happen. You have to talk to him after you beat him. Then he'll drop the lift key. You don't usually have to do that in any other game, I don't think. TMO2 contains Razor Wind. It's a pretty decently strong flying type move. If I'm not mistaken, what you do is you use it on the first turn, it whips up like a whirlwind, and then the second turn it attacks them, and I think it has 60 damage. So it's... there's a better flying type move that has a similar thing, Fly. So I won't teach, I don't care if, Razor Wind. See, I fast forwarded again here. It's so slow. Even with the fast forwarding, it was kind of slow. I don't know how fast this is supposed to be. There's no percentage. I just kind of control and then move it. But I do get all the items. There's a Moonstone. We got TM07, which contains Horn Drill. Which I don't know if I do it right now, but I do teach Horn Drill to King. Horn Drill is a one-hit KO move where if it connects, it's an instant faint. No matter what, it'll instantly knock out the Pokemon, no matter how strong. So if I had a Nidoking, who's the level it is now, like 30, and I use that gets level 100, no matter what, it'll knock it out. But the drawback with it is it has a 30% accuracy, so it only hits like 3 out of 10 times. So every 10 times that I use it, only 3 should connect. But I think in this game, it's based off of your speed. So I think the faster you are, the more accurate it is. So here we are. This is the, I think back at the bottom first floor, where the entrance was. You do have to, I don't think you have to fight this guy, but I left it on anyway because it's most likely where you're going to be going. I doubt you would walk all the way back through the spinning tiles. Because once you beat the boss of this area, then the door that's right next to him opens up. So there goes his Grimer. His special is high, but not entirely its physical. And we have a coughing. Team Rocket, you notice a theme here, right? They use a lot of the same Pokemon. Grimer, Zubats, coughing. It's just, I don't know. I guess they're considered to be bad guy Pokemon. I mean, this coughing does have skull and crossbones on its head. But it's funny because later games will kind of retcon how the sprite is. It'll make the skull and crossbones below, like where its chest is. Oh, I guess when you beat him, that door opens. Okay, my bad. I thought it was when you beat the boss. Well, the bottom fourth floor is where you want to go. If you did not battle the guy who has the lift key, this elevator won't work for you because you need the lift key. Apparently we ruined. This guy was at Mountain Moon because apparently we ruined his plans, and he recognizes us. Well, you should have learned your lesson. Something like Sandshrew. Sandshrew's ground type. That's kind of it. It's not very strong in any slight sense of the word. It does have a pretty decently high physical attack, but water types, grass types, you should be fine. Same thing with Ekans, also poison type, just like Grimer and Coughing. So as long as you have anything strong, you're fine. Because remember, these are trainer Pokemon. In no matter what, your Pokemon will always be stronger than the trainer Pokemon. Because I guess the Eevees and Ivies did I don't know. Sandslash, the evolved form of Sandshrew. Same trimmings as Sandshrew, where I just Bubble Beam and it dies. So we defeated the Rocket. It's Grunt, but they just call it Rocket because their name is supposed to be Grunt, but it is what it is. We have to battle both of these guys. These are the leader's bodyguards, per se. So we have to fight them, and then the door will open to the boss. Oh, we got another Ekans. Oh, sweet, an Ekans. Did you know? And there's that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that Ekans is snake backwards. Snake. K-E. And then Sandshrew backwards is Worcestershire. It's not, but it kind of starts that way. What else do we got here? We got an Arbok. Same thing with Ekans. Arbok backwards is actually Cobra. It's spelled with a K, but you know what? It still works. It could be like G.I. Joe's Cobra! I did like the live-action G.I. Joe movies. I liked the first one. The second one was kind of hard to follow. So much was happening. But the first one was really good. I enjoyed it. So we go down here and we get an item in Iron, which I think I give all the items to Speedy Boy. I think it's because he's new and he doesn't have a lot of high stats yet. Yeah, I give it to Speedy Boy, and his defense rose. I don't think you know what those items do unless you use them. I figured an Iron raised defense, but I didn't know for sure. But hey, you know what? 420 is going to get its chance to shine because it'll be strong in this fight. So this is the boss of Team Rocket. And he's impressed that we got here. And we have the Team Rocket boss, Giovanni. And he has an Onyx, level 25. In fact, did I? No, I didn't. Good. Team Rocket. Onyx, level 25, Rock and Ground type. He knows Rock Throw, Bind, Rage, and Screech. Bring a Water or Grass type, you'll win immediately. Rhyhorn, level 24, Rock and Ground type. Only move is Horn Attack. So, you know, if you have a Ghost type, you can't lose against this Pokemon. But like I said, Water or Grass type, you'll win because it's 4-time weak. And now we have its last Pokemon, Kangaskhan. Normal type, level 29, with the moves Comet Punch, Rage, and Bite. Comet Punch, I don't know too much about Comet Punch. Let's look it up real quick. Oh, it's like, it keeps hitting like 2 to 5 times. Kind of like a Fury attack. Okay. Not too bad. Rage, actually, in this game is completely useless, because it just keeps attacking with the same... It's like Thrash, except it's really, really freaking weak. But there we go, defeated Team Rocket boss Giovanni. What? It cannot be! A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. So we beat Giovanni, and we got the Sylph Scope, which this is required. Everything I do in this game so far is required. The Sylph Scope, if you happen to play along and you're playing in, you got into Lavender Town, you try to go through the Pokemon Tower, at the very top you'll encounter Ghost. And your Pokemon won't attack it, and you can't catch it. It won't attack it because it's just frightened it's scared as crap. With the Sylph Scope, you can identify what that is. And so that's where we're headed off to next. We're going to the Pokemon Tower to go identify what that Ghost is. It's not a Ghost type Pokemon, just Ghost. Ding ding, ding ding. Aw, I like that music. So here we are now at the Pokemon Tower. We're in Lavender Town, where this is where we fought our rival Garrus. And I did fight all the non-required trainers off screen with a seamless cut because I'm good at the editing, or I just not. I don't know. Except no, you'll see some cuts where I cut out like the random encounters, But in this area, you can encounter Ghastly and Haunter. Ghastly and Haunter, I think, are both ghost poison types. And they're the only ghost types in the entire game. This is Ghastly. If you want a ghost type and you don't... because what's cool about ghost type is it cannot be hit by normal type attacks. Normal type attacks they're completely immune. Like, absolutely nothing will come to it. But on the side as well, Ghost cannot hit normal either. Thinking about it now, Ghost also can't hit fighting. I'm sorry, fighting can't hit Ghost, but Ghost can hit fighting. So fighting and normal type moves cannot hit Ghastly, Haunter, and Zavalfor, Gengar, the Ghost types. But Ghost type moves, I stress, cannot hit normal types, but it can hit fighting types. So right here we get an Elixir, which is really good because it can heal all the power points. Heal 10 power points for all 4 of your moves, where Ether heals 10 for 1, and a Max Ether heals all the power points for 1. Later on, we will be getting a Max Elixir, which heals all the power points for all of your moves. These see those 4x4 squares, and if you step into them, your Pokemon will be fully healed. So it's like a really quick way to heal if you're in here, so you don't have to keep walking back and forth. And right here we have another item, is a Nugget, another 5,000 Pokédollars right there. Just like in Dead Space where I found that Ruby Semiconductor and I got 10,000 credits. More on that later. You watch, I think it's Tuesday's part. Next Tuesday, like in 2 days Tuesday. But we're continuing traversing through. Like I said, I skip all the non-required trainers, but I do go back and battle them. So I do recommend battling every trainer that you see to get that necessary experience, because there's a point in this game where you're like, I'm level 30 and the next gym is in the 40s, like early 40s, and you're like, well, how do I do that? Well, you battle there's a sequence where you battle close to 40 trainers, and we don't get to this part, we get to that next part, but I don't show all 40 trainers. Oh no, considering only like 4 of them are required, and I show off the required ones. And these are channelers. They only use ghost types because that's all you could find here. So as long as you have something that's good, that doesn't really have a high physical attack, I think you should be fine. Not really any special strategy against ghost types. Just don't use normal or fighting type Pokemon. Try to use anything else. Literally anything else. Like, I'm having electric type. If I used quick attack, it wouldn't do anything. But that's why I'm using Thunderbolts, because it does something. But it didn't kill it, but it did paralyze it. And it's fully paralyzed, so I can just attack again. There we go, easy peasy. Like I said, you can find a Haunter here. They're a little more rare. I don't know the exact percentage rate, like encounter rate, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that Ghastly is like, I want to say 60%. There's a Pokemon in this game, place called Cubone, which is 35, and then Haunter's like 5. That's pretty safe to say that's around a good ballpark. So here's Ghost, and if you have the Silph Scope in your inventory, it'll actually turn into a Marowak, which you cannot catch for story reasons. All you have to do is make it faint. But it's a ghost, so you can't really make a ghost faint. You have to send it back to the afterlife. I think it's Ghost of the restless soul of Cubone's mother. Her mother's soul was calm, and it departed into the afterlife. So, there's a real sad story when it comes to the Pokemon Tower, Cubone, and Marowak. So, when the Cubone was young, there was this Cubone, a lonely Cubone. And it was just minding its own business with him and his mother. And then Team Rocket decided to come and snatch this Cubone. And it had the whip, this is all canon. It had the whip, and it was beating it. It was beating the Cubone. Cubone was sitting there crying out for its mother. It's in pain. It's getting beat by this random stranger. This other species is just getting beat on. This tiny baby Cubone. And what happens is it keeps calling out for his mother. And his mother rushes to her child's aid. And the mother gets beat. and inevitably dies protecting her only child. And after the mother dies, it continues to haunt the Pokemon Tower and Team Rocket around it, while its child, the Cubone, was just there to mourn. Eventually, the Cubone evolves into a Marowak, but to evolve into a Marowak, it needs to take the skull of his dead mother. And the skull of the dead mother, before it can do that, the soul has to be put to rest. And that's where this child comes in and puts the Cubone's mother to rest. And this Cubone's mother was Marowak. And it's just a really sad story to think about, that if, you're getting just, let's say you're just getting attacked by kidnappers and your mother comes in, your mother rushes and just takes it all for you and dies in the process. Ooh, that would make any son or daughter just weep and mourn. It would be absolutely dreadful. And it's just sad because not only did the mom die, but the mom's not at peaceful rest, because the mother's still a restless spirit, and it's just sad to think about. Oh, I'm about to cry. So we're here to take care of Team Rocket for the Marowak's sake, because there's no respect for these dead Pokemon, because these are dead Pokemon. Not the coughing, but like all these graves that you see, these aren't people. They're Pokemon graves. I don't know where their people graves are at. Maybe people here don't die. There are old as dirt people. Heck, in X and Y, there's a guy who's, I want to say, close to 1,000. I mean, just frick. But that's the sad part. If I'm wrong about the Cubone story, you can correct me in the comment. I don't care. Only because that's the gist of the story. Like, if it's like, oh no, the Cubone's mom didn't die immediately. It's like, regardless, it died from its injuries. My point is that it died because of Team Rocket. And it's just sad to think about. Here we go, we got a chocolate-dipped anteater. And I keep using Fury Attack, and it just keeps getting a critical hit over and over and over again. But that's 2 out of the 3 Team Rockets, because up here, there's an old man that we're supposed to be finding. His name is Mr. Fuji. And I know for a fact, see, there it is. It just appears like, oh. What does it remind me of? What is it? It's something from Wind Waker. I want to say it reminds me of, like, the statues you put the pearls on, and a little bit of Godon, the Tower of Gods boss. But after we defeat these Team Rocket grunts, it should be smooth sailing, because all you have to do is talk to Mr. Fuji, and you don't have to walk all the way out. He talks to you, and he's like, fam, want me to lead you out? And you're like, yes, please. Because Team Rocket doesn't really have that hard of Pokemon, so if you're struggling on this, I think you should go back and battle a lot of the trainers that are in the area. I try to use Horn Drill, and here's the thing, remember, 30% accuracy. And I'm just like, you know what, let's just keep using it. Because eventually it'll hit. And I don't know, I'm just doing it to show it off, but once it hits, it's a glorious one-hit KO. It doesn't say it's super effective, it doesn't damage him, it says it's a one-hit KO. And King grew to level 30. We got 2 more Pokemon. We got Eradicate coming out. This one is level 23, a little stronger than what it was inside of the Team Rocket hideout under the game corner. If you did want to go to the game corner and gamble, you can still go there. After beating the Rocket hideout, nothing else is locked from you, so it's not like once you beat the Rocket hideout, you can't gamble anymore. If you still want that Porygon, you still want that Dratini, go for it. It's still there for you to use. People have done that. People use Dratinis on their team, and I can tell you right now, Dragonite is pretty dang strong. But after you beat the 3rd Rocket Grunt, that's it. Team Fuji. Mr. Fuji is saved. Hey, you've saved me. Thank you, but I came here by my own free will. I came here to call him to solve the Cubone's mother. I'm skipping past the dialogue too fast, but either way, he came here to comment and the music. And so, without love for my Pokemon, I cannot build my Pokedex. Well, thank you for the Pokeflute. There's 2 Pokemon in this game that you need the Pokeflute to bypass. And we're going to get to that next part. Thank you all for watching. My name is Josh, and I'll see you guys next time with part 7 of Pokemon Red. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.